My name's Mita Fitzjohn, and I'm a career and leadership coach. And I think back to my breastfeeding journey, which started 16 years ago. My daughter is 16 now, my son is 14. And when I was pregnant with my daughter, so 17 years ago, I was so focused on breastfeeding her. It was the number one thing that I wanted to make sure I did for her, and I didn't want to deviate from that. Well, here she comes. She's born, and she was not a very good feeder baby. She had to go through suck training. We just had a lot of challenges. She wasn't latching on right, and it was really challenging for me. And I ended up not being able to do it. But what I did do was I switched to pumping and then bottle feeding her. And I did that for a year, and then I did that for my son as well because I knew it, because I was comfortable with it. And it wasn't my first choice, but it was a good plan B. And so a big reason I wanted to contribute to this course with Kelly is because I know about the struggles that I went through with my own breastfeeding journey. And I also remember what it was like very vividly being a working mom at the same time. I'm still a working mom today. And as a career coach, I know what working moms go through. I know there's a really unique struggle when you are expected to be this person, this perfect mom at home, and you're there 100% mentally present in the moment, and then you're doing the same thing at work. When you're at work, you're supposed to pretend like you're not a mom, and you're 100% all about your job. And that's a really tough place to be, and we know it's not reality, but it is the reality of our situation and what's expected of us. So I spent a lot of time coaching working moms, and I wanted to be able to contribute to this course to help alleviate some of that pressure. I remember traveling quite a bit when my daughter was born and when my son was born. I was in a role where I traveled a lot as a consultant, and I also worked in a male-dominated company in a male-dominated industry. So it was awkward to be traveling with my breast pump and get stopped in security because they didn't know what was in my carry-on bag, and I had to look at it. My male colleague would be like, "What is that?" And I would try to figure out where to go pump because I was usually going to see male clients as well. So pretty much everyone in the room is male but me. And I managed to make it work. I mean, I don't know if I was just hiding what I was doing, but I was successful in keeping it going for a year for each child. And I'm really happy that I did. I'm really happy that I stuck with it and that I made it work, because I know you can too. And I know it's not the easiest thing to do. And that's why we created this course, because we provide you with the tools and the knowledge you need to be able to be really successful at this. So my contribution was really about, well, who are you as a mom? Who are you as an individual? So that you can focus on your own personality, your own health, and really make sure you're taking care of yourself. So there's an activity to help you identify what your value system is and how to honor those values. I have an activity around understanding what's important to you being a working mom, what's important to you about motherhood. So these are things that you can come back to when it does get challenging, especially when you're being woken up multiple times in the middle of the night when your baby is born. I also have a piece on self-care, because you and I both know that when you are taking care of yourself, it is going to only make you that much of a better mother. When you are physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually nourished and you're healthy, your baby responds to that, and your baby knows that. So I put some tools in there to help you focus on your own care. So combine that with what Kelly's got in there around all of the tools and the knowledge and information, everything from the anatomy of your breasts to prepping while you are pregnant, and then prepping while you're on maternity leave, what you do when you're going back to work. We also have some what-if scenarios on what do you do when things go wrong. So there's a lot of really, really valuable content that will help you be prepared so that you can be as successful as you can be with your breastfeeding and pumping and going back to work as a new mom. So I hope you check it out.